my name is Esther. I'm an image consultant and CEO of Zinny Styles Limited. Zinny Styles is an image consulting firm with a passion to help corporate and personal brands project the right image. So for the corporate brand, we've developed services to help us achieve that goal. Training on personal branding, corporate excellence, corporate culture, how your staff should look at work, business etiquette, how should business be done, the basics of etiquette too, and all corporate values, how you can incorporate your corporate values into your everyday lifestyle. It's us trying to help corporate brands project the right image through the people that create the experiences for clients and customers, because we understand that branding is definitely beyond the logo and beyond a building. So our focus is really branding the people. So that's what we do for the corporate aspect. For the personal aspect, to help individuals actually look amazing, project the right image. So if you're a career person and you want to create a certain kind of image for yourself, we can help you build that image through the way you carry yourself, through what you wear, how you wear it, colors, makeup, and of course, for people that are celebrities, we can help you have the right public image, very important. And so that's a brief summary of what we do. Okay, how I started. I started with modeling. I did a bit of modeling, a few years of modeling, and I got interested in fashion and style. I would say that was my entry into the industry. So with that came training, came research, came a lot of personal development. And I asked myself, okay, you already love to dress people and you love fashion. How do you convert this passion of yours into profit? And so I discovered the image consulting industry, and I said, okay, this is pretty new. It's something that is not very common around here. How do you want to sell it to a local market that does not even understand what it is? So I said I was going to try. I was going to push it. I was going to make the industry as popular as I could with the capacity that I had. So that's how I started. I was over 6 years ago, or just about 6 years ago. Okay, of course, I had formal trainings, and image consulting trainings are not cheap anywhere in the world, are not cheap. Quality image consulting trainings are not cheap. So I had this school in South Africa I was really interested in. I was fascinated by their courses, by the other things that they did, because they resonated with me, because they had very amazing corporate consultations and personal consultations. So I didn't want to train in a school that was only about the personal part of image consulting, because I didn't want one-sided kind of training. So at the point, their fee was, I won't start calling them, but their fee was really high. I couldn't afford it. So every other day I was checking, has this thing come down? Are they doing a promo? Are they doing something? I had a sister that schooled in South Africa, so I was like, okay, I'll just keep waiting. And as God will have it, towards the end of the year, they just had this, I think 50% slash in their fees, and I was like, I need to take advantage of this. I paid in some money to my dad's USD account, and we transferred the money to my sister, and that was my first training. It was online. It was not even, I couldn't even afford traveling at the time, really. The money for flight was actually the money for the school fees, so I just said, let me do online, let me do something and see how I can keep improving myself with other available resources that are free on the internet. So I did the course. It was more tedious than any physical kind of examination I'd written here in Nigeria or in any kind of school I'd gone to. It was tedious because they asked us go and get models, do their color analysis, do their figure analysis. I'll take pictures. All my friends were my models, take pictures of them, send to the school. The school say, no, you got this one wrong. Go and redo that consultation. It was, online courses are tedious. It was really tedious. But finally I finished. I got certificate online. I'm like, okay, I can start. But I know that some of us wait for that perfect time. Flights, money, perfect this, perfect that, and we never really jump out and start, and that's what we should not do. So that was how I started, but I still wanted to do a physical course. After I did the first course with them, I did another course with them on male image consulting. I don't want to just consult for women. Men have a lot of money to spend. Who is taking the money from them? So I did a male image consulting course with the same school, online still, but I still wanted to go to a physical university, a physical image academy and learn. After that, I did another course on professional professional fashion styling with the UK online school. Then I finally went and did, after a period of time, I went and did a physical course in another school completely different from all the schools that I attended online. Point is, I had series of trainings. The fact that I learned with different schools gave me a broader scope on image consulting industry. So I learned to a school that had corporate services, that had this. I learned to a school that was all about fashion and style. I learned to another school that was all about what's it called, personal styling and magazines and models and all that. So it gave me an amazing wide scope when it comes to image consulting. So yes, it was a series of training, one formal training to another formal training, and to trying out literally everything that I learned. I realized that it's easier for you to drop out of an online academy than a physical one, because it's just you, your laptop, and some funny boring tutor somewhere that you probably have never met. So it's very easy, but staying through with whatever it is that you start is how to get the best results. Okay, it's not a misconception, because I've always looked at a brand that is wholesome, looked at having a brand that is wholesome. Fashion is a major part of what we do. So I was like, okay, I would soon start moving from fashion consulting to actually fashion production, because part of what we do is personal shopping. So after we do consultations for your makeover and all that, we get to walk with you into a fashion retail outlet and help you make the right fashion choices. So I was like, okay, why don't I have this end where I get to consult for you and make the money, you know, when it comes to the shopping part. So yes, we just ventured into fashion production through a brand called The Unbranded. So you get to have unique, amazing pieces that are made in Nigeria, ready to wear, of course. How did I raise the first capital? I didn't actually raise the first capital. I just started. I had an interest in corporate image management, so I told myself, okay, I didn't want to read a book or read something online. I wanted to experience it. So I attached myself to a branding firm, reputable branding firm in Port Harcourt, and I would say that was the most important career decision I've made so far, looking backward. Okay, looking backward. So I had 3 months of internship where I told the CEO, you know what, I don't want to get paid, I just want to work for free. In fact, I should be paying you to learn corporate branding, but I want to experience it. So don't pay me, I'll just shop every day for 3 months. This is actually what I do, and this is why I need this internship. So after the 3 months, I'd worked with them, I'd gotten experience, I'd just learned what I needed to learn. So I said, okay, you do corporate branding as per items, I do corporate branding as per people, can we work together? So there was no time where I got startup fund per se. So when we started, actually she was my first client. I did a makeover for her, my partner at the time. You know, I did a makeover for her, so I got some monies in. When I got monies, I was like, okay, what do we need now? We need a complimentary card. I just put the money into the next immediate most important need at the time. So starting off, there was no major fund. We're just getting funding as we went along. But the first corporate training we had was for a spa. We did training for their staff and all that. And that money, I used it to buy a projector. So there was no major startup capital. There was money as clients paid. We just kept on meeting the needs of the business as we went along. Okay, biggest clients. I'll mention a few of our clients. We've done training with Port Harcourt Chamber of Commerce. I think that was two or 3 years ago. We've done training with LG, both in Port Harcourt and in Lagos. LG, that's found in Nigeria. We've done training with Sita International School. We've done training with Sin Forest. We've done training with a couple of people. I think we have a list of clients that we've worked with online, so you can check our website for more information. But those are the names that just come to mind. But we've done training with quite a number of corporate brands. Challenging. The journey has been challenging. I can tell you there are times that I didn't wish I had a job with a secure salary at the end of the month. I can tell you I didn't get offers that were too good to be true that I like, okay, no, you should just leave this thing. I can tell you I didn't get offers that said, okay, this thing that you do it for us, and that way you do it for us, we get to pay you at the end of the month. You still do what you love to do, but you're doing it in our name. I got those kind of offers. So yes, it's been challenging. It's been challenging. Because you move from the point where you're being catered for to where you get to cater for people, end of the month salary, daily expense, and now I run an office. So yes, it's not cheap running an office. So yes, it's been challenging, but interesting at the same time. Okay, I wasn't really working somewhere, but I did different internships because I studied computer science at the Polytechnic, so I had 1 year internship, I had 4 months internship, so I had different experiences when it comes to the corporate world. My mom was and still is into business, contract, supply, so every time I had a chance to come back, I just attached myself to her somehow, so I had business experience with her, working with her closely. But during my course of internship, I had the privilege of doing my internship. I did like 3 months in the bank. 3 months in the bank. I'd applied to do the internship at Chevron at the time, so they hadn't called me. I was like, okay, my friend was like, okay, come on, write a test here. You just never know. So I'd already gone 2 to 3 months in the bank, and Chevron called. I'm like, okay, I've gotten a lot of experience, marketing, customer service from working at the bank. Then I went to Chevron for 6 months. I worked with their public affairs units where they get to deal with community and all that. And I did another 2 to 3 months at NIT as a counselor, front desk person that gets to tell you what course is best suited for what you need and all that. So yes, all those corporate experiences as internship helped me in growing up. I would say Nigeria has woken up to fashion, and fashion has greatly emerged in the country. People are more aware, people are more conscious of what they wear. The fashion industry in Nigeria has grown majorly. So yes, it has brought the spotlight to our industry image. People are concerned about what they wear, how they look, what they want to wear for an event. So the industry now, and in that 10-15 years, would be a multi-millionaire industry. It's going to really be big, and we have a few persons that are doing the same thing that I do, and I already pay my respect to them. So industry is good, but it's still challenging because people still do not know as much as we expect them to know. People only know they need something when they know the thing exists. So sometimes you have to deal first with the ignorance, and then like, okay, you actually need this thing. So, but yes, it's better than a few years down the line. Okay, biggest challenge right now is people are more willing to pay for clothing items and pay for consulting. That's what I realized. I've been doing consulting for a while, and I just really entered like you said, I just entered the fashion production part where we get to make ready-to-wear pieces for people, and I realized that they are willing to pay a good amount for the item they can see, touch, and handle than you telling them the best decisions they can make for the rest of their lives when it comes to fashion. So yes, since this is what the country is ready for, people are more willing to pay for items. So I found a way to merge consulting with the items. So you might not necessarily pay me for consulting because you really might not see the value, but you get to pay for the fashion item and my consulting alongside. So I have clients that rather come to me because I will tell them why this outfit works, I'll tell them why the colors work, than just go to a shop and buy off the rack from a shop attendant that does not even know the basics of fashion. So yes, the challenge is with unwillingness to spend money on consulting. I would say that, yes, and placing a value more on items they can see, touch, and handle. Well, I almost want to say it's easier to market the corporate services that we have, because most times you have business owners that say, okay, we know that our clients need to meet staff that represent us right. So it's easier for them to just go, okay, I think we need this service. Okay, I think we should also add customer service to that, how they relate. So it's almost easier to sell the corporate services to corporate clients, than sell the personal services. I've had personal services that I've not even carried out in Port Harcourt at all. But I know that, there are services that are viable. Now, the dynamics of marketing this is finding the person that needs it. Now, recently we came up with an event to product called Style and Grooming Class, where we get to invite everyday people to just learn the basics of fashion, style, makeup, hair, and I realized that there's a huge niche there. Now, I've been waiting to have an image consulting academy where I get to train people to be image consultants. I've even been trying to get certifications for that, you know. But I'm like, okay, but how could, well, you want to train image consultants, where is the market? If not that you were what's it called, daring, you wouldn't even be surviving till this time. So you want to train people that the only place they can work is work for you. So I said, okay, how do I convert this knowledge to what the everyday person needs? And we came up with the style and grooming class. I realized that it's such a huge market. So everyday people just go, okay, I think I need to learn makeup. I have career people that most of the feedback forms that they filled was wardrobe management. I have a lot of clothes, but I don't know what to wear. I don't want to waste time looking for what to wear in the morning. And sometimes I dress up in a hurry and get out there and I realize I don't really feel good in what I'm wearing because I dressed up in a hurry. So how do I manage my wardrobe as a career person is a huge niche. So it's constantly trying out new ideas to find out what the local market is ready for. Okay, one point is in different areas. We also do etiquette trainings for teenagers. So we've been doing that for a school for about 2 years now, and just knowing that I can impact in the immediate next generation is something that I can't tell you how fulfilled I feel when I think about that and see that what I'm doing is actually making these teens be better ladies, better gents, have a better perspective, and be people that you just want to be around because they are more pleasing and they know the rudiments of spending time with people or sharing people's spaces. Yeah, so one aha moment is knowing that I can impact in the immediate next generation. Another one is seeing that the corporate trainings that we do is not just for the organizations, it's actually for the individuals that participate in the training. Because if you tell someone, this is how you relate with the client, it's not just how he relates with the client, it's how he relates in life with people. So it's knowing that I can actually impact in individuals, young, old, whatever generation, with what I do, and that people that I probably would have never met if I'm not doing what I'm doing. So yes, aha moment is just knowing that we can make an impact in people's lives by sharing information that we know and experience too. For those of you that want to start out in this industry, either as an image consultant or as a personal stylist or as a fashion consultant or personal shopper, whatever it is, if you just want to practice in this industry, fashion industry as a whole, find a mentor, find a mentor, find a mentor, find a mentor, someone you can work with, someone you can learn from. Even if it's a mentor that is a fashion designer and you don't want to do fashion designing, work with that person. Even if it's for 3 months, 6 months, 4 months, find a mentor. Find a mentor so you won't have to repeat some mistakes that are avoidable because you would have learned directly from someone. Find a mentor because that's actually one thing that just jumps you into a new clientele. That's actually what helped me. The fact that I started out with this firm, there are some clients that I got access to because I was already associated with them. And the questions of credibility were not asked because I was associated with a certain kind of brand. So find a mentor. Find a mentor and finish the course. If it's 4 months you're staying, finish the course, give it your best. It's your mentor that would give you referrals that you probably would not be able to get at the time you're starting up. So I would say find a mentor. Find a mentor.